High-quality, multi-purpose paint that has double the spray coverage for a smooth, durable finish. Apply it to multiple surfaces: wood, wicker, and metal. A unique 360-degree any-angle spray feature lets you spray easily from any direction, even upside down. Available in a large variety of trendy colors. Find Painter's Touch 2X Ultra Cover by Rust-Oleum at any of these fine retailers.
Well, Hiccup, it's time to get smarter with our money.
Okay.
By cutting back on dog toys.
What? No.
Dog treats?
No.
Well, we could go to clearscore.ca and check our credit score for free.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look. ClearScore just sent us a personalized offer.
Uh-huh.
An offer that could save us enough money for some treats.
Yeah, do that.
Get your credit score for free and personalized offers today at clearscore.ca.
Welcome back to Iberwin in Hamilton. Let's look at the numbers from quarter number one.
Fairly even, and you got to think that Jason Moss right here would have a better total if not for 3 drops already from Jason Tucker. And this is a puzzle. I mean, this is strange. Jason Tucker.
The Eskimos' leading receiver coming into this game again. Here's McManus on second down. And flags are everywhere as McManus connects with Morreale. That's enough for a first down, depending on the infraction. First catch for Mike Morreale.
It's in that interference or illegal contact area of the field, and I think Morreale was trying to find a hole in the zone, and some of the Edmonton defenders.
Illegal contact on an eligible receiver. Edmonton number 8. Penalties decline. Take the game. First down.
So that's Robert Grant.
Yeah, we'll put it right on Robert Grant. Was trying to not allow him to get to that open area.
Morreale gets 16. The Tigercats continue the drive.
With Robert Grant, Quincy Coleman, and Singor Mobley, the 3 can rotate through, and Grant will often be up as the linebacker, but sometimes he drops to the safety spot.
Ticats with the first down at the Eskimo 20. Eskimo run defense has stepped it up for this one. Again, they have Troy Davis stopped in his tracks.
Well, this is a big-time collision from Glenn Young and Julian Radlin. I mean, Glenn Young comes in there, and he's got a bit of a run, so he's going to have a bit of an advantage. But here's Radlin right here. Now, just follow him on this play because you're going to see Glenn Young meet him in the hole. Right there. Look how he takes on the block with the right shoulder, steps into Julian Radlin, one of the best blocking fullbacks in the league, and turns that play away. That's taking on the run block right there from Glenn Young.
The Eskimos, though, were offside. So the Tigercats move up to the 15. It's 1st and 5 from there. McManus with time, looking to the end zone. He's got him. Craig Yeast celebrates another Hamilton touchdown. Great to see this ballpark alive again. Another great crowd on hand at Iberwin.
John, they have lots to cheer about early on. This is a tremendous throw and patience from Craig Yeast. Shannon Garrett did not know where the ball was, and it drops into the arms of Craig Yeast.
Nice pattern by Yeast. And Tigercat fans have had a lot to cheer about already tonight. 15-3, Ticats on top.
Power outages can be unpredictable, inconvenient, and disruptive to your life, posing a real threat to your family's comfort and safety. When the power goes out, you have no lights, no refrigeration, no heating or air conditioning. Your well or sump pump won't work. Your modern daily electronics are rendered useless. Are you prepared? You can be with a Generac home standby generator.
Having the Generac generator, I felt secure that if there was a power outage, I didn't have to worry about it, that there would be heat in the home, there wouldn't be busted pipes.
When an outage occurs, your Generac home standby generator automatically powers up, so your life goes on without disruption. You and your family are comfortable, safe, and secure.
With the Generac, we don't have to worry about whether we lose power or not. It powers our well, our refrigerator, and my CPAP machine, which are all things that we need to survive on a day-to-day basis.
Generac generators run on your home's existing natural gas or propane, and the Wi-Fi enabled Mobile Link remote monitoring system keeps you posted on operating status, maintenance updates, and more. Generac generators are designed, engineered, and built for the purpose of generating power. Generac is the #1 manufacturer of home standby generators in the world. 8 out of 10 home generators are Generac, with thousands of satisfied customers.
Generac was the best investment that we could have ever made.
Prices start at just $26.99. Call or go online now to request a free quote with one of Generac's local authorized dealers. The call is free, the quote is free, and there's no obligation to buy. Act now and you will receive a free 10-year warranty with your purchase. A $1,390 value. Call or go online now, so the next time there's a power outage, your home powers up. Power your life with Generac. Call or go online to request your free quote today to power your life.
Huge hits. Catch made. Daryl Mitchell.
Yeah, I like this Jason Goss. We've seen him in the return game a couple of times. They've had some problems at that halfback spot. They've gone to Rodney Cox. They went to Troy Saunders. They found this Jason Goss, played 4 games in the National Football League with Arizona, and he's come to play tonight.
This is third game for the Tigercats, number 27. Almost everyone's favorite number. And frustration for a very emotional Jason Moss.
Well, it is, and it's frustrating for Jason Moss for a couple of reasons. He can't establish anything because the pressure he's facing from the front four, but he looks at that secondary with Jason Goss and Arabin Justin, Wayne Shaw.
Offside. Hamilton, number 2. Repeat second down.
Chris Martin and Diedrich Mathis really the only veteran back there, and he thinks, look, we got all these young guys to the CFL in the secondary, let's go after him, and he's not been able to do that because of 5'3", 7'2", 7'8", and 4'9".
Tigercats begin this game with 3 rookies to the CFL in the lineup. It's just the third game for Jason Goss. Arabin Justin, number 19 on the corner, is playing in his first game. Chris Martin in his 5th.
And then you got a young middle linebacker.
Second down, less than a yard to go, and the Eskimos will get the first down.
You know, that's why when you talk to offensive coordinators, and Danny Machocha will tell you this, that talk to offensive coordinators and you ask them about mismatches and when you get young guys in the secondary like the Ticats have tonight, and they'll tell you almost every time, you know, we want to run our game plan. You know, we want to make sure we do what we do well. And the reason for that is because if you get too excited and too gung-ho to go after one person, things can break down for you because you're going out of your own game plan.
The Eskimos spread 3 receivers to the near side, and Oz is looking in this direction. Missing Daryl Mitchell by a couple of yards.
But look at this play from the youngsters and Jason Goss. I say young to the CFL. They do have experience in the National Football League. And Arabin Justin, who drops back in there and really comes off his man to help out. And they play this like 2 veteran defensive backs. Daryl Mitchell's trying to run a corner route, and you got Goss over top 27, and look at how 19 Arabin Justin slides underneath. It really turns into double coverage. That's the next step. That's veteran play.
Brock Brown, flank wide, near side. Hogan, and he's down again. Jason Moss. And Montford is there to celebrate another sack. He and Cheatwood are on top of the quarterback there. 4th sack. Montford has had the last 3.
You know, it takes a little pressure off your coordinators when Joe Mumford is fired up. You know, and this front four for the Hamilton Tigercats right now is fired. Look at Mumford's speed. I mean, this is straight inside move. Mumford is gone. Joe McGrath had no chance slowing down Joe Mumford.
2 minutes to go. Mumford has taken over the league lead with 3 sacks in this one tonight.
I told you I was going to get you.
Yeah, and when you talk, Joe, everyone listens.
Yes, 10 sacks, and Joe loves to lead that sack parade, but one of the great competitions is with 53 and 49.
That's how we doing it.
It's a tag team, as they say. Both coming into this game with 7. Cheatwood has 1, and Montfort a total of 10. So we'll keep track for Pura later.
Hey, you know, when you're a coach like Greg Marshall or how about Cavis Reed, a defensive coordinator, you turn around and look at those two, you go, oh yeah, my bookends are coming off the ball tonight. They're coming off the ball tonight.
And then look at the problems the Eskimos have with a rookie playing at center with Tim Princeton out of the game. Leftsrud are out for a while after an injury. Leftsrud moving to center, and then Glenn Carson moving to the other side. And this is about the only thing the Eskimos can do at this point. Maybe take a little time off the clock as Fleming looks to step out of the end zone.
And Joe Mumford said they can't handle this.
Racing on him.
You know, and
racing on him. The last time he was flying, Mumford still staying in the same position.
it sounds like in this relationship, Joe does a lot of the talking and Tim a lot of the listening.
Well, it doesn't get much better than that when you're in the business of getting to the quarterback, does it?
Yeah, let's throw in the guy right beside them there, Johnny Scott. And if you go far enough, there's Adriano Belli.
He still got some more in this game, though.
That's a load, folks. I mean, that is a load. When they're coming off the ball, watch out.
That is the front four of the Tigercats, not necessarily in that order, obviously. Well, Cheatwood and Montford are the ends, and slide Belli into the middle beside Johnny Scott.
But, John, when they're on the bench, they're not required to sit in their regular positions.
No, not on the bench when they're celebrating. 24 sacks between that gang there.
Football is fun when you're getting after it like Joe Mumford is right now.
But you know what they got slide? They got slide turnover. That's why he hit down. That's why they're wide out. They got a fullback in there. Wide out.
I still got to run Madison to get around both of them somehow.
I get the feeling they may not be through tonight.
Well, no, I mean, this is a well-rested football team. And reading the papers today in the last couple of days, because we've been here for the Hall of Fame celebration, and a lot of pressure on this D-line, because with the question marks in the secondary, the answer to those questions is a pass rush. If you get a pass rush, you can have as many question marks as you want in the secondary. Doesn't matter, because the pass rush will win you the day. Right now, Hamilton's getting the pass rush.
McManus has tossed 2 interceptions, but it hasn't cost the Tigercats at all so far. McManus has had time. Here's the 3rd interception, and Frank heads to the end zone. He's got 4 already, and that's his 5th interception return for a touchdown. Flags fly at the line. A CFL record established by Malcolm Frank with his 5th interception return for a touchdown, and that'll quiet the crowd here just a little bit.
There was a late flag as Malcolm Frank crossed the goal line.
I think it was going against the Tigercats from the indication down there.
In the first 8 games of the season, the Edmonton Eskimos had just 3 interceptions. Here comes the call.
Offside. Hamilton, number 9. That penalty's declined. Major foul, unnecessary roughness. Edmonton, number 93, after the touchdown. That penalty be applied on the kickoff. Touchdown stands.
And there's the record holder right there, Malcolm Frank.
And John, they have just taken off in the interception department, led by Malcolm Frank, who now leads the Canadian Football League in interceptions and has himself a CFL record.
That's hard to believe that you can take that many back for touchdowns in a single season. But when you're on the corner, that's the advantage you do have out there. Eskimos get right back into this one. They're down by a touchdown.
Clogged ears, cotton swabs just can't do the job. And they can really hurt. It even says so on the box. What you need is Whoosh, the powered massaging cleaner for your ears. Look, cotton swabs just push the wax further in. But Whoosh's triple spray of water gently removes wax buildup and flushes it out.
This feels awesome.
This is sweet. Feels like a massage in my ear.
Whoosh's foldable nozzle connects to a soft silicone tip that fits comfortably in your ear. With the press of a button, Whoosh generates a massaging triple spray of water that gently removes wax buildup and rinses it away for the ultimate in ear hygiene. And with 3 levels of customizable power, you can use Whoosh in or out of the shower.
By using the Whoosh product, which delivers the 3 streams of indirect pressure to the ear canal, we're achieving a safe and satisfying way of cleaning the wax that's accumulated in your ear canal.
Whoosh has 3 water pressure settings to customize your cleaning. Just fill, flip, and spray. And Whoosh cleans and clears the wax away.
Whoosh flushes all the wax out of my ears, and it is super easy to use.
Set your mode to the setting that's most comfortable, and you're gonna have clean ears.
So instead of reaching for swabs that can't clear wax buildup and clogs, reach for Whoosh, the safe and effective way to clean your ears.
My ear feels so clean.
Whoosh just makes sense.
Go online now to get your Whoosh-powered massaging ear cleaner for just $69.99. And when you order now, you can get an instant $10 discount. That's just $59.99. And you get free shipping. Plus, when you buy one today, you can get a second one for 50% off with free shipping on your entire order. Get yours today at whoosh.ca. That's whoosh.ca.
Well, it was looking a little gloomy for the Eskimos until Malcolm Frank took this back 44 yards.
Well, Danny McManus is going to try and throw this out on the outside. And the timing's a bit off because he has pressure in his face. And when he does, Malcolm Frank is there to take it to the house for a CFL record. Tremendous feat from Malcolm Frank on that play. Great coverage. Turns into another. Watch his feet. I want you to focus right down on these. Look at how quick he comes out of his break. Back, back, back. Plant. Come out of your break. Come downhill. Take that baby and goodbye.
Malcolm Frank, no spring chicken. He's in his 10th CFL season. And when you look at the numbers, this might be his best, one would think. With 5 returns of interceptions for touchdowns. 120 till halftime.
John, no question, this is Malcolm Frank's personal best season. And in 7 interceptions now on the season, 5 touchdowns. Heading into this year, in his career, he had 13 picks. He has 7 this season alone. One more look, and we make CFL history again on Friday Night Football.
Well,
thanks to Malcolm Frank.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Frank, when you look at it, I mean, he might have had better seasons where they haven't gone in his direction and he's patrolled the corner, but when you look at numbers, definitely the best.
The leader, the veteran, they started out in those first 8 games and they couldn't buy an interception. 7 of the first 8, they didn't get a sniff. 0 interceptions. The one game they did was versus Hamilton, ironically, when they had 3. But then things have turned around in the last 6 games. 13 interceptions for the Edmonton Eskimos. Malcolm Frank has led the way. He now leads the entire Canadian Football League.
Tied with Eddie Davis with 6 coming into this game here tonight. An injured Eskimo being tended to around midfield. With 1:18 to go, and the Tigercats look to be sailing toward a rather comfortable halftime lead. All of a sudden, that is reduced to 7 points. It's 17-10. Tigercats again with a pretty good place to begin. McManus stands in, and he's got DJ Flick. And almost in field goal range. Flick is stopped at about the 42 with 1:10 till halftime.
Well, there's lots of time for Hamilton to come back and get another score. They want to take some of that momentum away that Malcolm Frank grabbed, because he grabbed some momentum for Edmonton, but if Danny McManus puts a drive together, he could steal some of it back. It's an important drive for Danny McManus, even though they have the lead still.
Yeah, well, he's thrown 3 interceptions. The last one was costly. The first 2 didn't matter a whole bunch.
Boy, that has always been a problem for Danny McManus in the interception department. Great career that he has had. So many years, over 4,000 yards passing. You look at his touchdown pass total, and he's way up there. But that interception bug has been him in the rear end too many times, hasn't it?
22 touchdowns, or 23 touchdowns tossed for McManus, and now 25 interceptions when you add on what's transpired here tonight.
John, since 2002, he's thrown 70 picks, 55 TDs.
Troy Davis just about got away. Grabbed from behind by Abdullah.
But Danny McManus has always been a timing quarterback. He's always a guy who drops back and lets the ball go on time. And sometimes the defensive back understands that too.
2nd and 5. McManus, target near side. Gilliam, the newcomer, and he scraps his way for what should be a first down.
Jamie Barisi, the offensive coordinator for the Hamilton Tigercats, will likely go in at halftime and try and maybe go to some of the short passing games. Help Danny McManus get some confidence back, get that short passing game, safer throws, and eliminate those picks.
47 seconds till the half. McManus stands in. Orielli didn't see it on the second bounce, had his hands on it. And it bounced up off his chest, and he couldn't get to it after that.
Right now, a lot of these throws for Danny McManus are in the intermediate area between 10, 15 to 20 yards. There's a lot of traffic in that area. You have safety play, your defensive secondary, of course, but that's also right where the linebackers will drop as well. So a lot of traffic right where he's trying to get the football.
2nd and 10, Tigercats. Troy Davis. He'll have a first down. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Tigercats on 2nd and 10. A little draw.
Nice call.
He runs it well, doesn't he?
Great call from Jamie Barisi, the offensive coordinator, because he catches. Look at A.J. Gass. Watch how he bails here, thinking pass all the way on 2nd and 10, turns his back to the play. He's the guy who's in charge of trying to stop the run, and Troy Davis, he's vacated because of the pass coverage, and Davis picks up big yardage. Nice call there.
Shannon Garrett saved the touchdown.
You know, it's a risk. When you get the draw is a good call. A lot of guys will call it on 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. Less of a risk. 2nd and 10 is a big risk to call that draw. But you can catch them napping.
Well, they did.
And you catch it in the right time. And that was perfect timing from Jamie Barisi.
Less of a risk at this point in the game where you're in field goal range already, though. Correct?
Absolutely.
But a perfect call for 21 yards. And the Ticats have a chance for the touchdown here. Gilliam was the intended receiver, and 29 seconds remain till halftime.
Dante Gilliam and Danny McManus have not been in sync. You know, and this is a newcomer out there. He's playing his second game and hasn't seen a whole lot of time in the starting offense. So this is to be expected. But, you know, it can be a difference of a yard here, yard there, and just timing is off on that side.
2nd and goal. Ticats are at the Eskimo 8. Batted down. And it looks like Hamilton will settle for a field goal attempt here on 3rd and 8.
Well, Clinton Wayne was being blocked and he was held at the line of scrimmage, but still makes the play. And he does, because even though he's being blocked, he doesn't quit. He keeps his eyes to the quarterback. The ball is it was a low throw from Danny McManus, and Clinton Wayne had a chance at it and knocked it out of the air.
Jamie Borum missed his first drive from 34. This will be at a sharp angle. And the ball spotted right on the 15, held by Yeast. Borum, 0 for 2, takes another single.
Wow. Well, the first one he missed, you know, was a little further out. He had to step into it and shanked it badly left.
This from 15, Glenn.
That's a tight, you know, that's a tight angle, but that, you know, that's got to be automatic. And now the Hamilton Tigercats with a chance to steal some of that momentum back. They don't. So that Malcolm Frank interception, big time now for the Edmonton Eskimos. They go in at halftime and say, guys, look, it hasn't been a very good first half, but they're nowhere near out of it.
Yeah, I was going to say Big Mo is on our side in the Eskimo dressing room.
Yeah,
they talk about it right now.
Well, Big Mo will at least start out over there.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to start out in that side, and then maybe he shifts back to Greg Marshall's room, but...
Here's Pringle. Takes a hit. And 14 seconds remain till the half. The Ticats on top, 18-10.
Some credit, though, has to go to this Edmonton defense because this could be an ugly game right now. You look at the turnovers, the field position that the Hamilton Tigercats have had during this first half. This baby could have been out of reach already.
Well, the Frank interception, obviously, but then the goal line or the stand here at the 8-yard line.
And 2 other interceptions.
Yeah. And those interceptions did not go for points, but it kept the Tigercats out.
Both interceptions deep in Edmonton territory that stopped drives. So the Edmonton defense got their team in it anyway.
Jason Moss struggling a bit. Tom Higgins will try and regroup with the Ticats on top by 8.
Clogged ears, cotton swabs just can't do the job. And they can really hurt. It even says so on the box. What you need is Whoosh, the powered massaging cleaner for your ears. Look, cotton swabs just push the wax further in. But Whoosh's triple spray of water gently removes wax buildup and flushes it out.
This feels awesome.
This is sweet. Feels like a massage in my ear.
Whoosh's foldable nozzle connects to a soft silicone tip that fits comfortably in your ear. With the press of a button, Whoosh generates a massaging triple spray of water that gently removes wax buildup and rinses it away for the ultimate in ear hygiene. And with 3 levels of customizable power, you can use Whoosh in or out of the shower.
By using the Whoosh product, which delivers the 3 streams of indirect pressure to the ear canal, we're achieving a safe and satisfying way of cleaning the wax that's accumulated in your ear canal.
Whoosh has 3 water pressure settings to customize your cleaning. Just fill, flip, and spray. And Whoosh cleans and clears the wax away.
Whoosh flushes all the wax out of my ears, and it is super easy to use.
Set your mode to the setting that's most comfortable, and you're gonna have clean ears.
So instead of reaching for swabs that can't clear wax buildup and clogs, reach for Whoosh, the safe and effective way to clean your ears.
My ear feels so clean.
Whoosh just makes sense.
Go online now to get your Whoosh-powered massaging ear cleaner for just $69.99. And when you order now, you can get an instant $10 discount. That's just $59.99. And you get free shipping. Plus, when you buy one today, you can get a second one for 50% off with free shipping on your entire order. Get yours today at whoosh.ca. That's whoosh.ca.
That means one thing. CFL football, Wendy's, Friday night.
And the second half is underway with a return by Mike Bradley. A little extra time needed for the Hall of Famers here tonight. And down on the sidelines, Todd Fig had a chance to talk with the Eskimos head coach.
With Eskimos head coach Tom Higgins. Tom, not exactly a Hall of Fame first half for your team, but a late pick and a missed field goal, and you guys are back in this game.
Well, you're never out in the CFL. You can have an offensive explosion in the second half very easily. I like the adjustments we made at halftime. We actually had a little extra break in there with honoring the Hall of Famers. We look for an explosive second half.
Well, certainly Hall of Fame type numbers from Malcolm Frank. 5 TD returns this year off picks. That's pretty good numbers there.
Yeah, I think he likes Danny McManus.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
On first down for the Eskimos, Pringle upended.
Well, Donovan Carter was there. Interesting. You hear Tom Higgins say that Malcolm Frank likes Danny McManus. You know, there has been defensive backs throughout the career of Danny McManus that have enjoyed the odd interception, but there's been also nights when Danny McManus has tore up some secondaries. Oh, yeah, and those nights.
Oh, yes, indeed.
We'll see what happens as this game goes on.
Another problem, and Pringle jumps on the loose ball as Jason Moss had a difficult time with the exchange. We talked about it in the first half. Kevin Lefroot listed as the starting center with Tim Princeton back home in Edmonton in the Misericordia Hospital after knee surgery. So that has been a bit of a problem on the exchange a couple of times tonight.
Third time for Kevin Lefroot, and you know, he's having problems. And if you have like your dial that it's your nervous dial, where is it, about 5 or 6? Well, if you get those guys, Adriano Belli, Scott Mumford, and Cheatwood in front of you, you might as well turn that baby up full.
Yeah, this is not a defensive line you want to play against when you're moving to a new spot. Fleming from his end zone. Just about had it blocked. Goss has had some nice returns for the Tigercats, and this won't be the most memorable so far, but again, Glenn, look where the Tigercats begin on the Eskimo side of the field.
You know, Jamie Breezy has done a nice job in the first half. They came out of the gun, fire in their eyes. The Hamilton Tigercats on offense scored on the first series, have a couple of touchdowns, and then Danny McManus had some interception problems. 3, as a matter of fact, in the first half. 1 that went back for a touchdown.
McManus, 12 of 24, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the 3 interceptions mentioned. But here are the Tigercats with a first down. Inside the 50, nice play action fake. McManus goes long for DJ Flick. No foul.
Well, the crowd wants a call, and this is a great job by the official to just let the players play, because the official made a good decision here. You know why? DJ Flick comes inside. When he comes inside, the ball is thrown over the outside shoulder, and he tries to get back to it, and it can't. That's an uncatchable football, and because DJ Flick made the decision to go inside, the officials were absolutely right to keep the flag in their pocket and say, look, you went inside, you took yourself onto the play, now don't turn around and look for help from us.
Flick has made a couple of nice catches in this one tonight. McManus looks at 2nd and 10. Hit from behind, lost the ball. Looks like the Eskimos have this one. Abdullah says yes. And there's the proof. Albert Reese recovering the fumble. So McManus had a hot start with a couple of quick touchdowns, but he's thrown a couple of interceptions. And now he's
with our money.
Okay.
By cutting back on dog toys.
What? No.
Dog treats?
No.
Well, we could go to clearscore.ca and check our credit score for free.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look. ClearScore just sent us a personalized offer.
Uh-huh.
An offer that could save us enough money for some treats.
Yeah, do that.
Get your credit score for free and personalized offers today at clearscore.ca.
All I know is that to me, you look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving arms. Watch out, here I come. You spin me right around, baby, right around. Like a record, baby. Round, round, round.
From our hands to yours, our one and only hand-tossed PC Black Label frozen pizza. Only $7.99.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.ca. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You will benefit a child and get a maximum tax credit.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
turnovers by the Tigercat offense so far, 3 interceptions and the fumble there. Jason Moss good on 6 of 12 for 96 yards for Edmonton in the first half. And so here are the Eskimos set up in good field position out across the 45 of the first down after the recovery. Moss over the middle, and 2 Tigercats collide. That was Hitchcock for one, and Daryl Mitchell came up with a football, ducking out of the way.
Well, yeah, the collision, Daryl Mitchell ducked in the nick of time. I mean, this is where you just try and find a foxhole and dive in it, because the bullets are flying. One across the top, Chris Mark and Rob Hitchcock from the linebackers spot. Danny Machocha, first half possessions. Got to find out some protection problems. Figure them out.
17-yard gain, penalty flag, and Pringle stopped from behind by Johnny Scott for one, number 72.
That's how Danny Machocha, that's what he faces right now, is how do you mix things up enough to try and keep that Hamilton Tigercat defensive line off balance. And the way you can do that is by mixing up your play calling. Balance through the run.
Offside. Hamilton, number 94. Repeat first down.
Balance through the passing game, and then try and even throw in some screens and draw and be strong. You see, he flexed his arm there.
Be strong.
Be strong out there was the other one. I'm pretty sure that's the signal. Last time I was spying on coaches doing signals, I picked that up.
Do you have a Don Matthews autographed copy of binoculars?
There's a pretty strong arm right there.
He's had a big night already. 1st and 5 for the Eskimos. Long toss, and he won't get to the end zone this time, Terry Vaughn. But he gets a big first down and a huge gain for the Eskimos.
That's a big gain, and it happens because of Mike Pringle. I know Terry Vaughn made the catch, but folks, if Mike Pringle does not make a huge block on Rob Hitchcock, there is no way Jason Moss gets this pass out of there. And one way you can help in protection is to involve your running back. Mike Pringle allows that one to happen.
Terry Vaughn comes into this game with 753 receiving yards and no touchdowns on the season. Moss falls, crossing the 10-yard line. Hard to explain that too. Cheatwood was in the neighborhood.
I'll do my best. And here's to explain it. I mean, here's what happens. Once you roll out as a quarterback, you've taken half the field and you said, I can't go there. Full rollout this way to Jason Moss. Now he's limited to 2, maybe 3 receivers. They were all covered. He stumbles and goes down, and Cheatwood, because it's a loss, records a sack.
That was an easy one for Cheatwood. From the Tigercat 9, Moss looks to the end zone. Flags are down. In fact, 2 in the Tigercat secondary, and Moss should get a call here.
Well, it's the corner route to Daryl Mitchell. This was the plan for Jason Moss. Jamonte Battle, I believe, was the defensive back coming in the nickel situation, and he'll have illegal contact, if not interference. Jamonte Battle comes in, and he plays the nickel, so he's got the inside position.
Illegal contact on a receiver, Hamilton, number 28. It'll be a first down.
And when Daryl Mitchell came out, he tried to make a move, and Battle grabbed him. Basically tackled him right at the goal line, didn't allow him to get to his corner route, and he got flagged immediately.
So here are the Eskimos with the best Edmonton opportunity of the night. First down inside the 5-yard line.
The downside is John, that Edmonton, because it wasn't interference, don't get it on the 1. They only get half the distance. They still have some work to do.
At the 4, first down Edmonton. There's Pringle. And not this time.
See, if it's pass interference, they get it down on the 1-yard line because it was in the end zone. Illegal contact becomes half the distance. So there's still some meat on that bone for the Edmonton Eskimos.
Well, Pringle picks up 3, so they'll have a couple of cracks at it from the 1. if they wish. This is second down.
And remember, Mike Pringle still chasing another George Reed record in the touchdown department.
Pringle coming in with 135, George Reed's record in total 137. Second and goal to go from the 1. Moss will put it up. Looking to the corner, the coverage was tight. And they got a touchdown. Daryl Mitchell. And there was a late signal down there that Mitchell stays in.
It was late, John. I think both officials wanted to make sure they had the exactly same call. Timing throw to the outside. Wade and Shaw, the safety, tried to get there. He couldn't. Daryl Mitchell pulls in another touchdown. He's been in a bit of a drought. 3 games without one. He's back on the board, the touchdown department.
It'll go down as a 1-yard toss from Jason Moss to Daryl Mitchell. And the Eskimos climb to within 1 after Fleming's convert is counted. Mitchell into the end zone. It's 18-17 Hamilton.
Power outages can be unpredictable, inconvenient, and disruptive to your life, posing a real threat to your family's comfort and safety. When the power goes out, you have no lights, no refrigeration, no heating or air conditioning. Your well or sump pump won't work. Your modern daily electronics are rendered useless. Are you prepared? You can be with a Generac home standby generator.
Having the Generac generator, I felt secure that if there was a power outage, I didn't have to worry about it, that there would be heat in the home, there wouldn't be busted pipes.
When an outage occurs, your Generac home standby generator automatically powers up, so your life goes on without disruption. You and your family are comfortable, safe, and secure.
With the Generac, we don't have to worry about whether we lose power or not. It powers our well, the refrigerator, and my CPAP machine, which are all things that we need to survive on a day-to-day basis.
Generac generators run on your home's existing natural gas or propane, and the Wi-Fi enabled Mobile Link remote monitoring system keeps you posted on operating status, maintenance updates, and more. Generac generators are designed, engineered, and built for the purpose of generating power. Generac is the #1 manufacturer of home standby generators in the world. 8 out of 10 home generators are Generac, with thousands of satisfied customers.
Generac was the best investment that we could have ever made.
Prices start at just $26.99. Call or go online now to request a free quote with one of Generac's local authorized dealers. The call is free, the quote is free, and there's no obligation to buy. Act now and you will receive a free 10-year warranty with your purchase. A $1,390 value. Call or go online now, so the next time there's a power outage, your home powers up. Power your life with Generac. Call or go online to request your free quote today to power your life.
Tigercat defensive end Joe Montford is having a game tonight with 3 sacks, and for every sack in the game, Purolator, as always, contributes the quarterback's weight in food to the local food bank. Purolator, Canada's biggest courier company. So here are the Ticats climbing that ladder with a total of 5 sacks in this one.
Well,
and
the good news,
the parade is 53. Sorry.
Good news for 53 is that 72 is okay. It looks like he'll be all right. He's over there smiling. He walked off the field because for those guys to do their thing on the outside, Mumford and Cheatwood, they need Belly and Scott getting that push in the middle.
Eskimos first down at the 35, and flags are down before the play is complete.
Boy, but the way they started, Joe Mumford and Tim Cheatwood in this first half, I'm feeling.
Procedure, Edmonton number 60. Repeat second down.
Oh my.
You get the feeling that you know they were going to catch Montreal tonight in that sack race. And you know, Mumford was lined up over Chris Morris when he got the procedure penalty. And I think if you're an offensive tackle, you're going to get a couple procedure calls when you're facing Joe Mumford. You're going to jump out of that stance in a hurry.
Boy, it looked like Moss had trouble with that, and he's wrapped up again. The big guys don't get there this time. It's Donovan Carter.
Yeah, Donovan Carter loops around and takes advantage of what Joe Mumford has established. And you can see the frustration in the eyes of Jason Moss because of the play of the front four. But watch Mumford right here. Watch how he takes and collapses this side and allows the stunt to happen for Donovan Carter. Here comes the collision right there. Look at Mumford take the double team. Pringle can't get there. Carter beats that block. And look at this. Watch how he collapses that right side. Takes the two players on. Morris can't get out to him. Carter comes around, gets a sack.
Montford doesn't get credit for the sack, but he should get an assist there. He set it up. And here are the Ticats beginning at midfield. Jason Goss on the return, and Joe Montford is having quite a night. So is Tim Cheatwood, who has 2 sacks, but Montford has 3.
I told you, D.
Here's a little Joe Montford for you tonight. This was first half. 6 sacks on the evening for the Ticats. And they've had a bunch of hurries as well.
Stand down there. That's the man right there. Number deuce. Hey, I just want to get one. The D-line eating all day. Can I get one?
You did. Congratulations, Donovan.
And it was thanks to the D-line, and Donovan Carter knows that. He comes around in the stunt. Good speed to beat the block of Mike Pringle. But what he does, he gets the advantage of a double team. Joe Mumford took on 2. Didn't allow Chris Morris to get there.
Holding on the return means the Tigercats will start back at the Hamilton 45. This is Yeast. Finding a seam. Half from behind, Craig Yeast. And he'll have enough for the first down, wrapped up by Kelvin Kinney. A 13-yard gain. Penalty marker. McManus stands up and fires complete to Gilliam. And he's down to the 25. We'll check the infraction here.
Well, there is a flag down, but 2 things happen on this play. One, finally, Danny McManus and Dante Gilliam get on the same page. Gilliam gears it down when he has to. McManus, though.
Offside. Edmonton number 92. Penalties declined. The gain is greater. First down.
First of all, Gilliam is finally going to get on the same page with his quarterback. He's right here now. He doesn't run all the way across. He hesitates as he comes across. But what a nice job of McManus to feel the pressure and step up. See how he slides in there, hesitates in that little hole, and is wide open.
Gilliam in his second game with the Tigercats. Another flag is down. What a catch. DJ Flick goes high and brings it down. And there are Eskimos waiting, including 77, the middle linebacker, A.J. Gass.
Well, what a battle this has been between DJ Flick and Malcolm Frank, the veteran on the corner. You see, remember when Malcolm Frank had his interception? The difference...
Offside. Edmonton number 90. Penalties decline. The gain is greater. First down.
The difference between that interception and touchdown from Frank and that catch from DJ Flick was nothing more than position on the field. On the interception, Frank was inside and maintained inside. On this one, he was outside and Flick had the better position. Wants to show you quick. See the inside position by Frank. He stays inside, has the interception. Flick on the last one, got inside position. He makes the catch. Sometimes it's only a half a yard that makes a difference.
Here are the Tigercats. First and goal to go at the Eskimo 10. McManus ducks under. And Danny McManus has yardage under that pile somehow.
And Danny McManus becomes a little cautious down here after what's happened to the Ticats tonight.
The 3 interceptions tossed by McManus, the one we just showed you, and 2 others earlier that snuffed out Hamilton drives.
Yeah, and so he gets down here and he knows he's got field goal range, although it's been a little hit and miss for Jamie Borum tonight.
Oh, for a couple for Borum, including one in very close from the 15. Second down. McManus, the end zone toss. No one home.
Yeah, it was Gilliam. That's 1 out of 4 attempts to Gilliam on the outside, and only 1 has been successful, and it takes time. I mean, this takes time, and I know that the fans are getting frustrated here in Hamilton that they're not hooked up, but chemistry between receiver and quarterback, this just doesn't happen overnight. And you can see Gilliam just standing there going, oh, was I supposed to go over there?
Yes, you were.
My bad.
Okay. Jamie Borum has missed his first two. Critical now, missing from 34 and 15. This is also from 15, but it's dead on. And he missed another one, so he's 0 for 3. And count this back, and this could be the TSN turning point when you add up the chances squandered by the Tigercats.
Well, let's take a look at Jamie Borum, because he is mechanically, he's just making some errors as he approaches this football. Let's take a look at how he approaches it. Looks like he is jumping at the ball rather than just taking a step, planting that left foot, and swinging through. Watch how he leaps towards it. That last step looks like a bit of a jump, and when he does that, he's pulling the ball to the left. I mean, these are gimmies. These are putts that when you and I play, we just pick up. They're gimmies. I mean, you got to make those.
I know that feeling. I was on the other fairway a couple of times yesterday. Mike Pringle, and the ball came loose after the whistle. We played in the Hall of Fame tournament yesterday here, and that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, and you know, Jamie Borum kicking is a lot like golf. It's all about a nice, smooth stroke. And Jamie Borum and kickers, and because I worked with a great one for so many years, I listened to him talk to me all the time about how you have to just stroke the ball and step into it. And Jamie Borum is jumping at the ball. When he jumps at the ball, he's yanking everything to the left.
Louis Pasaglia is in the house. Borum should get a hold of him before this is over. Jason Moss has another one batted down. And a penalty flag is down as well. Donovan Carter got his fingers on that. We'll check out the infraction.
Procedure, Edmonton number 60. Repeat, second down.
That's a couple of penalties called against Chris Morris. And again, we talked about the changes on the Eskimos offensive line. Morris is playing beside Glenn Carson in this one. Carson was the left tackle last week and moves to right guard with Kevin Lefsrud moving into the middle. So the Eskimos offensive line is making huge adjustments in this game. Moss looking deep. And he can't connect.
But you know why? He's rushed on the throw, because Tucker doesn't have time to get to his route because he's rushed on the throw. And I mentioned the importance of that interior pass rush. I want to show you Johnny Scott right here. This is Wayne Smith that's going to end up coming from the outside. The outside is only open because 72 collapses the pocket inside. Look at how he takes all of that pressure away, leaving Wayne Shaw open off the edge. He gets the attention of Jason Moss, who has to rush the throw.
Tucker flat out missed 3 in the first half. He couldn't have gotten to that ball.
No, he just didn't have time to get into his route.
Yeast is back. Fleming has it blocked. Sliding on the ball.
Either way, it'll be Tigercat football because the yards weren't gained.
Franz Clarkson, I believe, 22, came up with the recovery. There you go. And who got through to get a hand on it? Marcus Spencer got through, and it's been a tough time for Sean Fleming lately.
Well, this special teams now taking over, and Marcus Spencer's going to come from the top of your screen. And let's see, he is not picked up. Briefly, look at that effort from Marcus Spencer, because he was partially blocked, continues to work through the block, and gets his left hand on the football. Now, yards weren't gained anyway, so it's Tigercat ball no matter what.
Troy Davis on first down. 43 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
That is some kind of effort from Marcus Spencer. You know, it happened so fast that when I saw it live, I thought Marcus Spencer was clean off the edge. He was actually partially blocked.
A.J. Gass had a piece of him, but he still made the play with one hand. And sets the Tigercats up here with an opportunity. 4 yards on the previous play. This is 2nd and 6. McManus will get a first down here. favorite target tonight. DJ Flick.
This one's about leverage. Can DJ Flick get outside leverage on Malcolm Frank? What a matchup this has been tonight. Malcolm Frank's made some plays. DJ Flick causing Malcolm Frank to come from one side all the way across the field. One of the toughest patterns to cover for a defensive back is one that's run an inside cut and the receiver continues to fly across the field. It's a lot of ground to cover.
128 yards for DJ Flick. And a first down for the Tigercats after a 12-yard gain there. McManus with time. Morielli was the receiver he was looking at. And that is the final play of the third quarter. With the Tigercats on top by 3, it's 20-17 on Wendy's Friday Night Football from Hamilton.
Clogged ears, cotton swabs just can't do the job. And they can really hurt. It even says so on the box. What you need is Whoosh, the powered massaging cleaner for your ears. Look, cotton swabs just push the wax further in. But Whoosh's triple spray of water gently removes wax buildup and flushes it out.
This feels awesome.
This is sweet. Feels like a massage in my ear.
Whoosh's foldable nozzle connects to a soft silicone tip that fits comfortably in your ear. With the press of a button, Whoosh generates a massaging triple spray of water that gently removes wax buildup and rinses it away for the ultimate in ear hygiene. And with 3 levels of customizable power, you can use Whoosh in or out of the shower.
By using the Whoosh product, which delivers the 3 streams of indirect pressure to the ear canal, we're achieving a safe and satisfying way of cleaning the wax that's accumulated in your ear canal.
Whoosh has 3 water pressure settings to customize your cleaning. Just fill, flip, and spray. And Whoosh cleans and clears the wax away.
Whoosh flushes all the wax out of my ears, and it is super easy to use.
Set your mode to the setting that's most comfortable, and you're gonna have clean ears.
So instead of reaching for swabs that can't clear wax buildup and clogs, reach for Whoosh, the safe and effective way to clean your ears.
My ear feels so clean.
Whoosh just makes sense.
Go online now to get your Whoosh-powered massaging ear cleaner for just $69.99. And when you order now, you can get an instant $10 discount. That's just $59.99. And you get free shipping. Plus, when you buy one today, you can get a second one for 50% off with free shipping on your entire order. Get yours today at whoosh.ca. That's whoosh.ca.
Here are the Tigercats looking at 2nd and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line of the Eskimos. First play, 4th quarter. McManus, the end zone toss. Yeast has it down at the 2. It'll be a first down, and the Tigercats' drive will continue. Craig Yeast, an early favorite of McManus, comes up with a huge catch here.
Well, and they're working the short side of the field now. They're going away from Gilliam. McManus has had his problems on that side, but now they go to the short side and they work the combination of DJ Flick, who is the clear-out pattern, and Craig Yeast, who runs the out underneath that clear-out and is open to put it down on the goal line.
Yeast had a touchdown in the 2nd quarter, his 4th of the year. Tigercats from the 1. Troy Davis, and the signal is a stop there by the Eskimos front 4.
This is something that has puzzled me at times. Offensively, and I know it's the simplest play to make, is to just hit the hole. But I always wonder why, when you get down here, if you're going to turn around and hand it to the running back anyway, why don't you attack from tackle or outside? Hit the angle from the outside rather than go to the strength of the defense, because a defense on the goal line will always pinch, and that means go right into the middle and try and clog it up.
Tigercats have an injury. It looks like Tim Baker. And that's right on the goal line. So Hamilton with 2 more cracks at it from the 1. To begin the 4th quarter, Hamilton looked to be in control of this game in the early going. with an impressive 15-3 advantage on the Eskimos, but the Eskimos stormed back on an interception return for a touchdown from Malcolm Frank, and it's been tough sledding for the Ticats ever since.
Internet without trackers. Without malicious websites. Without malware-ridden files. Zen. Your data more secure. Your connection protected. Be more cyber zen. Get NordVPN. Enjoy cleaner, safer, and more private internet daily.
They say imitation is the highest form of flattery. And in the